Why did God create the world? If you were God, would you bother? Why create a world with people who sometimes recognize Him, sometimes deny Him, sometimes they love Him, sometimes they hate Him, He gets blamed for everything? What does He need this for? When God created the world out of nothing, the first thing He needed to do was to invent or create existence, because nothing existed. And so He made things exist, and then He gave those things a life. But what exactly is existence, and what exactly is life? So here's the secret to almost everything. To exist in the physical world, you have to occupy your space. If you don't take up space, you do not exist. A stone takes up space, fire takes up space, water takes up space. A thought in your mind occupies space. What does taking up space mean in simple language? Get out. I was here first. It's my space.
My space!
In order for us to exist, there are many conditions. I have to eat, I have to drink, I have to breathe, I need shelter just to exist. So existing is taking up space and using up resources. Life, on the other hand, the life of every existent being is the function that it has and the effect that it has on its surrounding. Its contribution, that's its life. And everything has a life, including a stone. What is the contribution of a stone? It gives stability. A stone house is more stable than a straw house. Fire, the life of fire, is that it gives warmth, it gives light, makes things come apart. The life of water makes things grow, keeps things cool, makes things stick together. So we all exist the same way, but we have different lives. And that is the function, the effect you have on your environment. So here's the problem. Sometimes my existence and my life are not in harmony. Sometimes what's good for my existence is not so good for my life. And what's good for my life is not so good for my existence. Like, for example, when you get married, you basically surrender your existence. You will never have a space of your own again. Marriage means you hate it when people trespass on your space, but you found one person, and you say to this one person, you know, of all the people in the world, I wouldn't mind if you ruined my existence. So you see, existence and life can sometimes be in conflict. This is why, for 5,000 years, people have been asking the same question. The question, why are we here? What is the purpose of life? And it's amazing how desperate this question is. Why are we here means, what is the justification for my existence? And what is the answer? Life. If you're alive, if you're making a contribution, if you're making a difference, then your existence is justified. So, if you think every song is about you, your existence has gotten out of hand. You have to occupy every song. You have to occupy everyone's thoughts. The more you exist, the more justification you need. Who gets depressed? People in third world countries or affluent people? People in third world countries don't get depressed. They're too busy. When people are affluent, when your existence has been pretty much made, now you get depressed. When you have everything, the question of so what attacks you. And if you don't ask it, your children will ask it. Okay, so what? So now we have everything, now what? And you become depressed. And that's why wealthy people either go insane or give a lot of charity. It's true. A person who has everything is perfect. And because he's perfect, he so desperately needs to share it with someone, to give it to someone, to make a difference, because the better your existence is, the more you need life. Understand why God created the world. Wasn't he perfect to begin with? Wasn't he everywhere and it was all his, and he was the only thing? It was perfect. Why would he bother creating a world when he had it so perfect? This is the relevant answer. A perfect God is desperate for a purpose and a relationship. It's because he's perfect that he created the world. And if you were perfect, you would do that too. Because when you're perfect and you're infinite and you have everything and you know everything, what do you do with that? What good is that? Now you need a life. So here's the punchline. Existence means the things I need. Life means, what do you need? What am I needed for? Life means I don't need this, but if you do, then I will do it for you. So a mitzvah, any mitzvah, I don't need. When somebody else needs and we don't need, that's the mitzvah. When God needs to hear from us and we don't feel any need to communicate, we're familiar with that. You got to call your mother. I know you don't need it. She needs it. Husbands have to say I love you to their wives. When we want to describe the Jewish people, the essence, the core, what makes us special, different, and unique. Those few words say it all. Am Yisrael L'chaim.